Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on Esports.
Really kick things off for them, because otherwise it's so hard to start fights. But that means in response, G2 grab things with dashes, the LeBlanc, the Lucian. It's going to be very difficult to lock them down and to find that ult.
You can already see he's getting a lot of successful trades down against Wonder. And this is going to be a big point that Fnatic can look to leverage early on.
Hylissang trading here onto Mickey. The Zenith Blade lands. Ignite goes down onto Hylissang, and Mickey's flash away, but the Ignite is taking it back. Perks tries to answer back, but Fnatic strikes first.
And 2 minutes into the game, Fnatic's bot lane again pushed G2's bot lane around. This is what happened all series the last time these teams faced. But here comes Jankos.
Jankos coming in. The root caller's going to land, though, and Perks just about able to escape. Jankos flashes forward, looking for the slow onto Reckless. Perks will take the kill, and now Hylissang has to walk away.
This was the bloodshed that we... Broxah is back in base, so the likelihood of a counter gank not going to come down from the side of Fnatic.
But again, just to re-emphasize, it was Mickey the last time these teams faced.
Jankos going back in. Reckless base check straight into it, but he'll take down Perks, and here comes Hylissang. The TP comes in. Jankos takes down Reckless, but Hylissang's going to get counter kill, and now double TP is coming in. Whipper and Wonder join the fight in the bottom lane. Hylissang trying to survive, flashes forward, stuns up Mickey. It's a double for Hylissang, and now Wonder and Whipper are going to fight. Wonder has the red buff, but Whipper can keep chasing in. Wonder's going to get dismounted. Now Whipper realizes he can't fight anymore.
Unavailable, and Wonder is making a roam towards bot. G2 heavily investing in this play.
Great flash away from Reckless. Hylissang will be able to tank this up for the moment. Mickey's going to land the skewer, the pullback. Jankos there with the belly bump, and then shot down. Hylissang is going to fall. Reckless underneath the tower, but they could look for a further dive.
A gold difference starting to be built towards Fnatic. A part of it is up towards the top side of the map, but it's also being built in the bot lane thanks to those early kills that Reckless picked up. Wonder actually coming out pretty ahead in this trade.
Just going to use the bear trap on the rope. Now he has the pocket pistol. Whipper's going to jump away, but Wonder still has the flash. Whipper has a flash of his own if he wants to try and get out of this. We're looking for the counter strike. Nemesis kills Caps in the mid lane, and 1v1. Wonder flashes away. Whipper chases him down, and Fnatic find 2 quick kills.
Fnatic and
Will G2 be able to read them like they read them in the final 3 games of the best of 5 last week? Well, Fnatic are showing us just how strong they can be in the early game as they go for a fight in the top lane. Jankos goes golden for a second, Whipper's on the chase, but he doesn't really have too much mana. Broxah with the Kingslayer will heal up, Wonder's on his way, doesn't have the charge, but Broxah's going to be slowed up, and Jankos is just looking for the belly bot. Broxah able to get behind the minions. Whippo stuck underneath this tower, but I don't think G2 can go for this. Maybe they can. Caps on his way. Whippo just needs enough to leap strike, but he's caught out, and Caps will get his first kill of the finals.
And you can see there, Wonder dismounted.
Wants to try and answer, but he can't. He has to catch this mid wave. So G2 have the time to overcommit to the dive.
There's a fight going on. Mickey's caught out. Reckless will take him out. And Perks underneath the tower can do nothing to help his support. Jankos was coming in. The Cullen comes out, and Perks just chips away at Hylissang's health bar. Looks like for the moment, Fnatic will be satisfied with turret plates. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Whipper and Wonder are trading. Whipper's looking for the plates as well, but Hylissang's going to go in. The cleanse away. Perks there. Mickey looking for the star, will land it, and Hylissang's caught off guard. Shut down comes out from Jankos, the MVP of the split, shows his worth for G2, and Mickey comes in just in time to equalize the score.
And why Whipper was...
But it is Fnatic that are coming out ahead in the gold. Oh, we see Caps looking for Nemesis.
Got straight onto Nemesis, who's in the Twilight Shroud. Nemesis will jump away. Caps goes back, but Broxah now caught off guard. 3-on-1. Jankos takes the kill.
The bloodshed just does not slow down. G2 find themselves another kill onto Broxah, and now Perks is top lane.
In the top lane for some reason, and Whippo was not expecting that. Wonder with a bear trap on the rope will take the kill, and G2 have just put their foot on the accelerator.
And Fnatic bloodshed's going to continue. That's a teleport.
Here we go.
That's Tilly.
Teleport comes in, they're looking for Perks, it's Reckless, it's Nemesis, they're both here for the party. Jankos and Mickey down towards the bottom side, but Perks stunned up. The solar flare comes down and he eats it all. Reckless will take him out. And Fnatic have found a pick in the top lane.
With their aggression. Great utilization of the teleport from both Nemesis and Reckless. The punish the overextension.
Oh, G2 just find the catch.
G2 answer with another pick of their own. They find another kill. But they also have great tools to be able to 1-3-1. If they set up pressure on the side lanes where they are stronger than the G2 members and then collapse, it's very easy for them to continue looking for fights like
Reckless
this.
puts the feather storm to try and dodge away. Caps locked up, and Reckless takes him out.
That's from bad to worse. If you are a G2 fan...
And the bot wave pushed in. They have these 2 strong solo laners that can maintain this level of pressure, which means that when they collapse, too much health in the mid lane, and now they're on the back foot.
Fnatic should be looking for a moment to take the resets if they don't find these picks.
Hylissang goes in double solar flare as Mickey jumps into the middle of it all. Jankos there as well. Broxah will take out Mickey before the death bug from below can connect. And Fnatic equalizes at 10-10. Whipper's trading into
Somber. He has nothing to fear. Jax is just going to jump out to save.
But using the Rift Herald in tandem with that pressure point.
Hillisang's caught out. Yeah, he went a little bit too deep trying to protect the Rift Herald.
Using the Herald in tandem with the pressure point of Bwipo into that bot lane, making sure that they didn't have all 5 members of G2 under the tower and that the Herald would secure pushing down that mid lane. This game up again.
See if they can. G2 are going to answer with a mid tower of their own. 3-3 in the turret score. Fnatic have a couple of dragons in their back pocket. Reckless pops the Feather Storm, but the hook, it still pulls him back, and Jankos goes in. That was beautiful from G2. Perfection in a nutshell, and now Fnatic.
But they can't convert it into much more.
But the key thing that I want to underline is the flash being down.
Look at the Jax. Bwipo chasing down Perkz. Perkz doesn't have flash anymore, but he has got a blast going, and he hasn't got a light. Bwipo shuts down Perkz.
Got him. And now both AD carries missing their flash. That means that when we fight over this big Baron that both these teams like to take between 23 and 25 minutes, Reckless and Perkz are playing on a nice
Caps
edge.
is going for this, straight onto Reckless, but the Solar Flare will land, and Caps dived into his former team and was denied his kill. Now Fnatic going to start up the Baron. G2 trying to answer it, but Fnatic have found the fight they want. They found the pick already. Perkz already dead. He's down for another 13 seconds. Nemesis on the front line, and G2 can do nothing about this. The first Baron of final.
This next mountain, and with double mounting, securing the next spawning Baron will be huge, and that means for
Position control, because G2's composition is still kind of a sucker punch comp. If they find you and you don't know that they're there, they can just kill you.
But Hillisang is the tankiest member of Fnatic. Jankos goes golden for the second. Caps trying to get him from the side. Reckless uses the Feather Storm. Hillisang's still alive, and Jankos will be shut down. Here comes the charge in from the side as G2 are looking for the fight. Hillisang's going to go down, off towards the side as well. Mickey has fallen, and Fnatic are coming out on top. G2 can do nothing about it. One just dismounted. G2 destroyed as Fnatic find the fight.
And you hit the key point there, the tank they needed. G2 have been kicked around all game, forced off of the Baron, double mountain. Fnatic can take whatever they want.
Perkz right now looking for Bud. Oh, but he doesn't realize that Nemesis and Broxah are right behind him.
I think he does now, Medius. Perkz going to dodge away, but Nemesis is on the chase. Fnatic are on the chase, and Bwipo takes his 3rd kill of the game. Caps behind enemy lines here, maybe thinking Reckless is going to start off the red buff. He knows it. Reckless jumps on, flashes away. Caps on the chase. Reckless. Oh, it's all Reckless. It's all Reckless in Hillisang. It's all Fnatic. Caps cannot find the Caps. Thinks he's got Reckless. The Phantom Dancer shield at the end here, saving Reckless's life. And Hillisang is there to stand by his AD.
Looking great for Fnatic.
It's by the numbers for Fnatic. They put Nemesis in top, Bwipo in bot, and now G2 think maybe we can find a pick on the side lane. Nemesis trying to get away. He chunks out Wonder. The charge comes out. Teleport coming in behind G2 now as Nemesis goes golden for the second. Reckless and Broxah are on their way. Bwipo fighting down towards the bottom side. Wonder trying to chase onto Nemesis. Caps is there as well, but Nemesis will take him out in the 1v3. Meanwhile, Bwipo is fighting down towards the bottom side. They'll kill Jankos. Caps trying to escape. Eventually will be able to just store it away. And it looks like Miba of Fnatic.
Fnatic taking advantage of G2's last stand and just crushing them underfoot. That's going to be the first inhibitor of the game secured for Fnatic. They're looking to take game 1. Reckless.
Oh, Reckless almost gets out. Perkz, he'll take him out. Caps lands the chains, but Reckless rooted up. Doesn't really mean too much. Caps flashes away. The death from below. Stolen away by Broxah. Won't be enough damage, but now the Nexus turrets are the target. Hillisang. Reckless. The double kill. Fnatic have not come to Athens for 2nd place. They have come to demolish G2. And in game 1, they will cast them by the wayside. Fnatic are 1-0 up in Athens.
And some draft adjustments need to be made for G2. I think they're going to look very long and hard at what happened.
Okay, we're going to get the Renekton. So another comfort for Bwipo. Definitely not a weak matchup, but it is something that Wonder did play into Bwipo last week. This pathing from Broxah, he went from blue into top Krugs. There is no vision towards the top side, but he's in a position to support his top lane. But now Bwipo has no flash.
Bwipo burned his flash, Wonder flashed away, and now Jankos is on the way. Broxah's on the top side of the map, but can he get there in time? Bwipo trying to get away, doesn't have the slice and dice, and doesn't have a life left. G2 strike first.
And that's clever pathing that can happen. But Yanko just rocked into his jungle and took everything.
And it's not only about how far Brox has been put behind, it's how far Bwipo's been put behind as well. He's 2 longswords down in this lane, and Wonder doesn't even need Jankos' help to take the kill in the 1v1. Wonder comes out on top. He's now 2-0 on this Kled.
Each other in this matchup, Nemesis actually successfully solo killed Caps, and he was put behind. Now the support of Fnatic's jungle is hit. They're looking for Caps.
No flash on Broxer. Caps still has a flash of his own. He jumps back in. The Kingslayer isn't enough, and Broxer will take the kill. Caps falls in the mid lane. They have a 1,000 gold lead, predominantly sitting in Wonder's back pocket. He's finished a Tiamat now on the Kled, and it seems
They do have push on mid, with Caps making the rotation up. Teleport coming in from Perks as well.
G2 investing everything into the top side of the map. Whippo trying to get the kill. The Meekop, he'll heal up, but he can't quite get the kill. And G2 with 4 members strong on the top side will get their 3rd kill of the game.
Beautifully.
That doesn't mean this team doesn't know how to play the map. They are so good at working out exactly how to make the most efficient play, and I think we
The map for 1, 2, 3 massive swings in favor of G2.
Oh, Nemesis is going in onto Caps here. Caps steals away the ultimate, but he'll use it in response. Boxer gets Mickey down towards the bottom side, and meanwhile in the mid lane, Caps is still chasing. Nemesis able to get away for the moment, but
Once Bwipo and Nemesis hit level 11, I think that they're actually strong enough to be able to challenge G2, but they're going to go all in.
here we go. They know Caps doesn't have ult. He's stunned up, and here comes Boxer, but Caps steals away the ult and knocks Nemesis back into the tower, and Yakos is on his way. Nemesis has to get away, but the Cataclysm will chase him down and dunk him out of the fight. Boxer goes golden for the moment, but he is not going to get the gold medal for this play. Jankos in the end will take him out, and Jankos is impeccable on this job.
And that is a more item in her back pocket. You're sitting more in the power pocket of G2 than Fnatic.
Fnatic looking for those second items before they can really take these big fights, but Nemesis doesn't think he needs it. Charge away here. Wonder is going to chase onto Boxer, but Boxer's already being caught out by Jankos. Nemesis trying to trade in the fight, but Perks jumps in. Nemesis goes all the way onto the back line, and now he's in a 2v4. It's Whippo and Nemesis trying to make the fight happen. Jankos dodges away. Wonder, the hook comes out for Mickey, and Whippo will all G2 take 2 in the river.
And G2 punish Fnatic once again.
To be quite skirmish heavy. At this point in the game, G2 are stronger as the collective 5v5 if execution goes according to plan.
Hylissang. Oh, Hylissang, what are you doing here? This is not Hylissang, my friends. He was just sitting in the pit by himself, and G2 take the kill on a silver platter.
Oh, you don't like to see that. Oh, and with that kill, Jankos will...
Windows more so around skirmishes and uneven numbered advantages. So they're looking for picks like this, because as soon as the rest of G2 show up, until Reckless is ready, they need to disengage.
Who finds who though, Frost?
Yeah, G2 will take this fight. The hook's going to connect onto River. Boxer with the knockback, and now the fight really erupts. River pulled back, but Mickey's so low. Wonder trying to jump in. Jankos there on the front line as well, but Fnatic getting the TP in here by Nemesis, and another binding connects. The Lantern will get Jankos down in time, and he may have got 1,000 kills, but that one death is all Fnatic wanted.
Sounds like a broken record, but when you're that close to the 3rd item, that's all you want, because then you're going to feel more confident, but he might die.
Jankos going in, they're trying to turn it around. Jankos with the Cataclysm, but the Feather Sword comes out. Here's the redemption as well. Hylissang goes golden for the moment, but he's going to be caught up in Mr. G2, and Perks is on the killing spree. Reckless survives. Hylissang sacrifices himself for his AD.
Only by himself?
Gets to the Lantern. The hook doesn't quite connect from Mickey, but Mickey is so good at saving people with that Lantern. Oh no, Perks stays around. Nemesis trying to jump onto the back line. He gets into the Twilight Shroud. Will jump away with the perfect execution, but Caps is on the chase. He doesn't quite connect. Nemesis dodging the fancy feed. Caps goes down, and Nemesis survives.
And the misplay comes through from Caps. Nemesis is able to sidestep everything and walk away with his life. Teleport's now coming through from G2.
Fnatic may have stayed around too long because G2 have double TPs. Wonder doesn't have the charge, but he's on the chase. Here comes Hylissang, Reckless around the corner, and now maybe G2 have invested a little bit too much because Nemesis can jump in, and Boxer comes in from the back, and now it's a 4v5. Wonder takes out Boxer. The second kill goes down as Whipper falls, and G2 finds 3. It's Reckless and Hylissang. They have to do it all if they're going to save this, but Wonder's still on the chase. Reckless trying to get the autos out, but he is done for. G2 in a 4v5 find the ace.
G2 shut down Fnatic, and Perks finds his 1000th LEC kill. G2 are popping off in this.
A mile. They know exactly how to abuse early game leads and how to close games out.
And we have to think about how Fnatic invested so much to actually kill Caps. They then wanted to try and gain line. Then Nemesis comes through, and yes, it is a 5 versus 4, but again, Perks is untouched. He has this very strong front line that he can just play around, and the moment Wonder remounts, it's all over for Fnatic.
And And once again, the charge comes in. G2 not taking their foot off the pedal for a second. Mickey going in onto Proxer, and Perks is going to chase him down. Hillisang low, but Proxer's trying to get away from Mickey and Perks, and he cannot do it today. Caps gets a kill on the backline as Fnatic are just scattered to the winds. Hillisang trying to get away with the EQ combo. The smite is not quite enough from Jankos. Trying to do one better than Perks, couldn't quite manage it. Meanwhile, the rest of G2 are pushing in the bottom lane, but the redemption for Mickey! Redemption from his poor performance last week, perhaps, as he finds the kill. Caps is pushing in bot lane, as you were about to say, Frost, but I still have control, as G2 had control of this game. The inhibitor's their next target, and Fnatic have to find some way to fight back.
I mean, it's salt in the wound for Fnatic at this point. G2 had the perfect wave setup, they took a fight, they rotated bottom, they kick in that inhib, and now they're looking to knock on mid lane's door. This might be GG next.
From Baron to Nexus in a minute and a half, G2 are unrelenting. They will take two inhibitors, but they do not go for the...
Answering Reckless's incredible game one with a great game of zone. Now 5-0 and 7 onto this Kai'Sa. G2, they've managed to slow things.
Reckless is nowhere near the fight. They can just melt through the front line that is Whippo. Fnatic gets split apart, and we have more fighting.
Mickey puts down the box, Hillisang on the front line, but Perks just deletes him from the face of Summoner's Rift. The hooks connect, the Cataclysm comes out, but Nemesis can't even kill the AD carry. And 20 kills to 4 Fnatic.
Really about the bot lanes. Fnatic had Reckless and Hilly dominate game number 1, but this time around it's Perks and Mickey that hit back in game number 2.
G2 playing for the kills as they are wanted to do. It took them a while to warm up, but this is the G2 we saw at MSI. This is the G2 that dominated the regular season, and this is the G2 that will tie up the series.
G2 look extremely strong in game 2, and it just goes to show the power levels that these two teams are playing at. If either one is able to get a lead, they are just so good at...
...to support. Shen is locked in. Expect that to be going to Hillisang in the bottom lane.
So, what this sets the expectation for is...
looking for the steal here if they can get it. The second Oracles is used, and now Fnatic have to stay around. They're going for it. It's taken by Perks. He doesn't even have smite. What were the junglers doing? The taunt comes out as Caps tries to chase it, and Proxer has to flash away. Hillisang burned his as well. But now with the exhaust coming down, Perks will land the red buff slow, and Proxer is in for a world of hurt. There's no escape. G2 first blood.
And the early game falls apart already. We kind of see scaling options on both sides, and for Fnatic, it's very much about splitting up the map. They want to be playing on their side lanes, pushing out those lanes, and then maybe looking to group versus 5, because the scaling on the likes of a Kai'Sa. Oh, as an all-in happens.
Jumping straight onto Mickey here. The explosive shot lands, but Reckless going to jump forward, and now the teleport comes in behind them. Reckless needs to get the kill if he's going to get out. He tries to jump away with the flash as well. The Caps is on the chase. He has the flash. He's going in. Hillisang trying to tank it up. The Caps steals away the buster shot. Will it be enough damage? Yes, it will. Caps gets another, and now Fnatic are trying to react. Hillisang just about gets into the bush, out of vision. G2 can't find him, but then knocked back. Jankos goes down, and now Caps is the new target. Remember that Fnatic are going to chase him down. There's no escape for Caps. Fnatic find the kill.
Fnatic are the ones to punish G2.
It was ticking below half HP.
So, Fnatic continuing to maintain pressure on the bot side of the map. You can see the CS discrepancy building more and more. Broxer now up top lane to support Whippo, as Wonder's getting forced back.
Bear trap on a rope will not quite get the second connection of Jankos is around the corner, but here is the chase of the Glacial Prism lands. It's Broxer who's tanking up the tower. He will pay for the dive with his life because Jankos is waiting for him to pop out of the stopwatch. Broxer trying to survive, but that Sejuani should be able to chase him down. Maybe Broxer's been able to escape. No, he has not. Jankos comes in with the Arctic Assault, but he has saved time. Ripple coming in from the side has the counter strike, will land the stun, and now Jankos has overextended for the kill, and Ripple will happily accept 2 in return.
And that dive, much better played this time around from Fnatic.
Which, while it didn't work out for Fnatic initially, they can just keep making this play later on into the game. That Jax 1v1 will not always be a 1v1 because the Shen ultimate is primed and ready to help support him.
Whippo uses the Riptide up towards the top side, but meanwhile in the bottom side of the map, Palace goes golden, dodges out from the cast. Stand United uses onto Proxer, but Caps is on the chase, and G2 had the first kill of the game. Reckless there, coming across, first kill of the fight indeed. Nemesis jumping forward into perfect execution. Reckless needs to get some autos in if Fnatic are going to turn this one around, because G2 at the moment are happy with their single kill. They'll back away. The Riptide in top.
Need to change. If Fnatic have so much control over the map when they start opening up into a 1-3-1 because they have the Shin, they have the Akali, they have the Jax, I expect G2 to look at forcing fights.
Here we go, Camps with the stolen barrel and Hylissang with no escape. The charge comes in from Wonder, but Nemesis is able to retreat.
A safety net whenever Bwipo's that far.
Whippo now has rotated towards the mid lane. Nemesis trading in. Caps trying to do what he can. Has Onivia to steal away. Jumps in forward. Here's the Stand United though, and Caps has dived too greedily. He has dived too deep, and he is shot down by the man who replaced him.
And time again, Fnatic going back to this tried true strategy of you
Still have scaling aspects on their side. Yes, Tristana going to be very strong in the late game fights. Yes, Akali still going to be able to one-shot a backline. G2's comp is just better built to fight with their crowd control and heal. We might see a fight right now.
Fight begins. Jankos secures the Dragon Box is in the pit and he's almost down. He gets taken out, sniped by Perks, and now the charge comes in from the side. Perks surviving on the back line as Cripple takes down Jankos. Mickey low, down to half HP. Reckless jumping forward. They've gone for Perks. They've assassinated him. And now G2 have fallen apart. Mickey will flash away, but Fnatic say you are not escaping today. The chase continues as Wonder dodges away with the joust. But here comes Cripple. Leap strike, up the leap strike, chasing down G2. Nemesis looking for the catch, can't quite find it. But Hylissang has the flash taunt here if he wants it. Whippo goes down, Caps coming back in, the barrel doesn't land, but the taunt comes out, and now it's an all-right ball in the bottom lane, and it's Fnatic who are coming out on top.
Caps crumbles and know that Fnatic is going towards the Infernal, but they don't realize that Reckless is doing it solo, so they're not going to take trading if you're watching as a Fnatic fan, because you can see ways in which they can win the game, but it feels like
Item Jax as well. You need to put him in those side lanes.
things do get a little bit harder now that Wonder has kind of caught up in itemization,
100%, yeah,
as GA has Scarl, so it's not like Whippo can just kind of free dive the Kled now if he wants to try to force the
Here we
play.
go. It's Perks. He's being caught out. There's no escape. He used the killing instinct to the cleanse, but in the end, Whippo will take the kill, and now Hylissang's here to help the fight. And it's Wonder on the front line. Mickey trying to back him up. Wonder still has the GA. Fnatic healed up with a redemption, but towards the bottom of the fight. Nemesis is almost caught out by Jankos and Caps, and now Fnatic are on the offensive. Fnatic are on the front foot. Reckless is jumping forward, but they can't find anything more. Fnatic turn to Barons.
he had no flash available. He gets run down in the middle lane, and now Fnatic should just take this Baron completely uncontested.
33 minutes in, but the rest of Fnatic are pushing in, trying to join up with their team, because here comes the next wave. Jankos and Perks defending in top. Meanwhile, in the bottom side, Brippo is facing against Wonder and Caps. The mid wave is pushing in. Reckless trying to get it, but Mickey is able to stand there at the moment. Wonder going in with a bear trap on the rope in the bottom lane, and you can see Caps is on the chase. But what can Fnatic do with this? Brippo's down, and Fnatic were not able to use that.
Now, you'll notice that top is in a position that G2 don't actually have to worry about this. They're gaining mid-prio, which means that they can actually look to challenge, but here comes a flank from Fnatic.
Here we go, one fight to define the game, one fight to win it. If you're Fnatic, but Perks jumps away. Brippo trying to get in from the backside. Wonder jumping over the back of the Fnatic lines, and Nemesis has a flank position. He's caught out with the Glacier Prism, but the Standing United will keep him alive for the moment. He's shut down! Nemesis goes down! Wonder goes into the GA, and the rest of G2 are trying to get them in time, but Wonder's on the wrong side of the wall. In the end, it will be a 1-1 trade. The taunt comes out. Reckless could jump forward. Fnatic are looking for that final kill. They just need one. They just need the resets. Reckless opening up with the guns, but they can't quite find it.
Fnatic have the health advantage, and remember, Reckless at this point in the game could just solo the Elder Drake, so G2 have to be so careful. Waves are pushing in the bot side of the map. Caps does have the teleport to join, but look, Reckless is starting it off.
And look at Hilly, he got in underneath them.
Jankos caught out. The counter-strike comes out, but Jankos wants the stopwatch just for the moment. The taunt comes out onto Mickey. Jankos is down. The TP coming in from Caps, straight into all 4 members of his former team. And Caps cannot survive that. Reckless gets away on the backline. Caps goes down. It's a double from Whippo. And Fnatic have found their moment.
And the solution for Fnatic in this Rubik's Cube is simply to rip it apart. They use the TP, they force the fight onto G2. They say, we are no longer about the side lanes. We will take the 5v5, and they outperform in the end.
And the biggest thing was that Fnatic had that. They're going to have to hold the line. They're going to have to make the miracle fight happen, because the reality is Fnatic sit with an 11k gold advantage, and even if their comp isn't that easy to execute.
In the bottom, Wonder and Jankos trying to defend, but the inhibitor is the new target for Fnatic in that top side. Whippo jumping in, Wonder's going to joust away, but the inhibitor has fallen in top, and now Fnatic will open their eyes towards the bottom lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the inhibitor tower goes down. Jankos caught out a little bit by Boxer, who chucked out the cards, and now the Stand United comes onto Whippo. He's stunned up, but he can't die. It's Fnatic, they're unkillable. They die underneath the Nexus towers. Whippo goes into the GA, but look at the damage that Reckless can put down. He jumps forward, trying to catch onto Caps, but the exhaust will stop him in his tracks. In the end, Caps falls, and in a game of inches, in a game of moments, Fnatic fight their way to match point.
It was a slow game from the side of Fnatic, but in the end, they do not relent control. They did not drop a single tower.
Counter pick. What does Wonder take with his Kled band away that can impact this game from the top lane? It's Irelia.
For the CC lock, if Wonder can find the stun into a flash body bop by Jankos, but Broxa sniffs it, and Whippo so far has been playing weak side well. Broxa also covering him, so on this crash, G2 won't be able to get anything from it.
Broxa might be looking to jump in here. It looks like it could be first blood. Wonder caught out. Broxa able to sneak past Jankos.
And a 2v2 kill happened to the bot lane.
And the flash used, as you say, and in the top lane, G2 are ready for the fray. They catch the wave, and Whippo really has no place to go. He uses the shield. Jankos tanking it up, and he will just body bop across. Caps might fall. One more tower shot would be enough, and he survives. And G2 gets the push in mid, and it means it's very safe for Broxa to do this objective.
G2 also aware Nemesis is missing in the mid lane. There is the potential for a dive. Fact is that Wonder has his teleport available, which means that if they were trying to force something in the bot side of the map, he can quickly join.
Jankos stops Broxa going in, but here comes Nemesis, the flash away onto the blast cone. Nemesis might still look for the chase, the perfect execution, and the perfect kill for Nemesis. He's on the board, one kill in this game.
Now the bot lane of G2 looking to collapse. The lantern is thrown.
Broxa on the wrong side of this, still only level 5, does have the flash. Gonna use the Sonic Wave on towards the tower, flashes away, and Caps isn't gonna chase. Nemesis hooked up by Mickey. Here comes Hillesang though, and Reckless is gonna jump forward, play it away. Perks with the Feather Storm will try and pull him back, but Nemesis flashes towards Wonder, who has joined the fight, and that is Wonder getting the kill, and already Reckless has fallen as well. G2 collapse in their own jungle and find 3 kills.
And what starts off favorably for Fnatic.
This is a little bit auspicious.
Yeah, just a little bit obvious, you have to think. The flawless duet coming out here from Wonder, but Broxa is on the chase. Whippo's gonna land the root. Broxa just needs to land the Sonic Wave. Has the Dragon's Rage. Could look for the kick, but they're looking for the tower. Here comes Jankos. He's got the ult, and Broxa tries to kick him away. The barrel doesn't quite connect. Wonder running away from the bottom side of the fight as Whippo steps forward. The barrel knocks him back, and now Wonder's gonna jump in. The flawless duet stun is on the mark, and G2 find another kill in the top lane.
And it feels like it is one roam into their lane to get mid lane priority to unlock them to roam around. And so,
Massive fight in the mid lane as Caps misses the abduct, and here comes the Stand United. Caps not in the best of shapes. The perfect execution doesn't hit, but the taunt does, and Caps is shut down. Fnatic say, we can catch you out in that mid lane.
If G2 overcommit to the bot lane, Fnatic will have a numbers advantage, and I feel like Fnatic know this as Caps and Nemesis go in the 1v1.
Caps steals away the ult. Mickey on his way up. The perfect execution stun will land. Oh, just dodged away there with the Twilight Shroud and the knock. But here goes Nemesis straight onto the backline. The lantern's out. Caps trying to win the 1v1. He does! He takes him out! And now Mickey's there to help out his mid laner. Whippo gonna land the root. The damage coming out onto Mickey, but this is not an AP Karma. This is a tank Karma, so Whippo does not have the burst. Caps and Mickey.
They actually have Nemesis TP up to top, and they keep Whippo in mid. This gets them a lot of gold into this mid lane, but now they're looking for a fight.
Mickey flashes in, the hook lands, the play lands. Jankos coming in from the side as well, and Whippo is done for. They greeted with the Herald, and G2 struck.
Beautifully done.
now finally have a game where it feels like Caps is part of the conversation on this Silas. 4-1 and 2. It's going to give Jankos a lot more comfort to move into this jungle, and we're going to keep our eyes on
Reckless!
I can't believe Wonder actually survived that fight. Now Jankos goes in.
Jankos jumps straight in, and Perks can just open up the Spirit's Refuge, won't save Reckless for long. He pays for his mistake with his life, and now Wonder's trying to go to box on the top side of it. They kick away with the Dragon's Rage, but G2 see their opportunity to strike. TP coming in by Caps as G2 look for a flank position. Now Boxer can just jump across the wall. Hillesang's here to help him out. Boxer jumps away, but Caps chases him down, and G2 find 2 quick kills. Title record that Fnatic holds. Fnatic looking to do one better with 8. Now the fight might begin again as Mickey misses the death sentence, but Whippo's knocked back. Wonder kicked away, but Perks is on a killing spree, and now Reckless has to flash away. G2 find a 5-1-2. We were wondering when he would show up. Well, seems
look
like
at the bot lane, look at the bot lane.
Much here. The bot lane is the fight. Whippo and Reckless trying to catch out Wonder. Wonder doing what he can. The Stand United comes out as well. We have to think that's immediately G2 looking towards the Baron. Teleport available for Whippo and Reckless.
They can't actually do it. Brox is actually on the right side of the map. He's making sure that he's covering this Baron. A TP comes out.
Oh, he interrupts it!
There! He interrupts it, and now Nemesis goes into the Twilight Shroud. He's got to put something magical out from this if he's going to escape. Perfect execution away, jumps back to the Shroud. But Perks and Caps are on the chase. Reckless pushing in the bottom lane. Nemesis will fall, but Reckless will get a tower out of it.
I do like the decision here from Fnatic. Rather than
trying to catch it out. Broxer is around as well. The hook comes out. Wonder about to come back up, but Hylissang's already been caught. Broxer and Whippo trying to run away from the bottom side of the fight as G2 have disengaged from the Baron. Hylissang will fall quickly and Whippo will follow shortly after G2 fight.
Here comes the TP!
The TP is reckless and Broxer run down towards the bottom side of the fight. Wonder on the chase, just needs to take out the jungler and he can't quite do it. Broxer survives. Jankos doesn't have the ult but does have the flash. Reckless trying to push him away and Fnatic have kept their jungler alive.
And they also eat up so much time for G2. The time that it took them to run across the map means that they can't turn on the Baron, so Fnatic managed to stall it out. Instead, it's just the Infernal for the prize.
We can see that Fnatic flash, body slam, ulti. That is way more important than finding a kill onto a Lee Sin.
Jankos in a perfect flank position. Perks getting damage down into Hylissang, but it's Reckless they've caught out. He tries to jump away, but Perks flashes forward, and the Stand United won't save you now. Teleport coming in by Whippo, but G2's eyes are set to looking to take us all the way to 5 games. The last time these two teams met in finals, it was a one-way sweep, and Caps is unstoppable. He has shown up. Claps is in the house.
Caps has finally woken up, he's drunk his orange juice, and he is ready to play in the final. Resources have to be divided between the two lanes. We have Wonder in mid, we have super minions pushing in bot. Fnatic have to find a way to hold the line.
Hylissang hooked back. Mickey has been on point and Perks goes godlike. Now in a 4v5, Fnatic have to try and defend. Caps jumping in.
He's got it.
Catch out Whippo. Here goes Jankos, and it's a double for Perks. G2 are shredding Fnatic. They have to run back to the fountain, and G2 will open up this inhibitor tower and maybe even look for the win.
G2 looks so dominant in game 4. They have been able to cleanly bounce back. Fnatic, they were at match point, they've been in this situation, but G2 every time say that 2-1, this is their power spike, this is their comfort zone. Medic, we are going to game 5.
Perks chasing Nemesis away, the second Nexus tower will fall, and G2 will take us to game 5.
A name for himself on. So this is what G2 are going for.
This on hub is really interesting to me. It could be jungle. We could see Shen.
Jankos has done an entire clear. He's now hit level 4 and he has arrived at the bot lane. Mickey and Perks are level 2, they're going in.
Hook lands onto Hylissang. The Scatter of the Week will connect as well, and the Ignite is ticking away. One more order would be enough. Perks flashes forward, first blood to him, and Reckless has to flash away. Broxer unable to come in to save his bot lane.
In the coming minutes.
And through, oh, we got to keep an eye on top lane.
Oh, Wonder's killed Whippo in the 1v1, and now meanwhile in the mid lane, G2 are destroying Fnatic. 3 minutes in, 3
They
kills.
set up the dive in mid lane. The 1v1 happens on top, and let's have a look back at this from Wonder.
It looks pretty straightforward to me,
Looks
Phineas.
pretty straightforward. Wonder just... We're actually looking for a bit of a trade in the 1v1.
Hylissang caught out Mickey, flashes underneath the tower, lands the hook onto Broxer. But Fnatic will get their first kill. Now the teleport's coming in from G2, they're not willing to give this one without a fight. Reckless caught out, Jankos and Perks will take him down, and now Caps slices and dices up Broxer. Broxer no flash, Hylissang will escape to the top side, but Caps will fall. Hylissang uses the blast cone to get back towards the mid lane. Meanwhile in the top lane, you can see Wonder and Whippo are trading. It looks like Whippo will survive for the moment, but Wonder has his ultimate if Whippo stays underneath that tower.
Oh, hold on, Caps. Maybe caught here. Here's Hilly behind him.
Caps the level down, Nemesis looking to steal away that ult. Hylissang coming in for the taunt, but Caps slices and dices and tries to get back onto Hylissang. Teleport coming in here as we see G2 looking for a bit more of the fight. Whippo kills Wonder underneath the tower. And there is action all...
Bet and just dared Wonder to look for the dive there, constantly positioning himself between the tower to make the stun easy to land. And as I talk about a dive, here's G2.
Jankos stacks it up with the undertow. The damage came out from Reckless. Reckless gets that. It's an awful dive from G2. And Reckless happily accepts the kill. The hook doesn't...
Carry, and they can look for team fights, utilizing the on engage, the versatility of Silas in team fights. And now we actually see Whippo roaming down. No ulti available.
For the damage. He will get stunned up, and here comes Wonder from the side. But Cap's locked up as well. Nemesis trying to do what he can in this fight. Cap splashes away, and now Wonder is not in the best of shapes as Boxer comes in from the side. Wonder uses the perfect execution to get away, but Nemesis chases him down. Nemesis is on the board. Cap slicing and dicing forward. Nemesis will flash away.
Comfortable than they initially were.
Yeah, Yanko's hanging around to protect his overextended bot lane right there. Unfortunately, it's only a Cloud Drake. If it was something more valuable like a Mount or Infernal, I'll hold it. Billy.
Like going in, he's going to use the blade back. The unleashed power onto Hillesang gets him so low. He dodges away from the Dark Spear, but you cannot dodge the death sentence. And that is another kill to G2. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Wonder is trading with Rippo. Reckless caught out, pops a feather storm, but Jankos is here, and he will smite Reckless where he stands. In the top lane, Rippo and Broxer took down Wonder in a 2v1.
And round 2, the dive eventually works for G2 on the bot side of the map that time around. Back to the Dragon. I may have to hold it though because we're still fighting. Here comes Hilly, round 2, 1v2 Caps.
Dominus stolen away as the Stand United comes in. Caps trying to win the 1v2, but there's not really much you can do. Another shutdown comes out for Fnatic. There's 1,000 gold between these. Jankos is waiting around the corner near the Krugs. You can see Nemesis fighting as well. Ripper has the teleport. Caps going in as Boxer and Nemesis force him away for the moment, but Hillesang's so low. Teleport coming in here from Fnatic. It's going to be Ripper joining the fight. You can see Reckless trying to do what he can. Ripper comes in and Mickey's so low, but the counter downfall's coming in here from G2. And now Fnatic are collapsing in the fight. Ripper caught out 3 kills to G2, and Fnatic can do nothing about it.
Fnatic falter in the early skirmish. They do get an answer back onto Mickey, but it is only table scraps as G2 walk away with 3 kills. The defining factor in that fight was that Jankos was there first, but Brox is not done.
Broxer looking for the kill here, doesn't have the ultimate, but Reckless is on his way as well. Wonder coming in from the side, still has the flash and the stun, will connect onto Broxer. Wonder takes the kill. The Dragon goes down to full G2 as well, and maybe
Late game, and champions like Syndra really only work when they're able to 100-0 you, but meanwhile top.
Rippo praying to the Forge God, but there is no one listening. Caps goes 3-1.
So notice that Bwipo has itemized fully towards magic resistance.
Power won't pop it yet as Hillesang walks wounded away, dodges across the wall. Now Rex not in the best of shapes as Perks continues to push forward.
That's
Jankos
a lot
on
of
the chase.
damage.
That's a lot of damage, and Jankos is unrelenting. He's on a rampage, and G2 are not stopping this game.
Yanko shuts down the carry for Fnatic, and G2 now look to group up in the mid lane. They
Clear out the jungle and find safe farm waves.
And you can see it in the top side of the minimap. Look at all these wards that they have littered in their half of the jungle. They want to remain that pathway.
Relatively strong if everything lines up for them.
Caps now hunting down Bwipo. Oh, he's in the shot. He's now found the crocodile.
Really doesn't have that much armor. Caps takes a lot of damage though. The teleport coming out as Hillesang uses the Stand United. Now Mickey looks for the hook, doesn't quite connect. Hits the minion. Caps going back in. Counter TP coming out, and now the fight's going to erupt on the top lane because the teleport is behind G2. It's Wonder. He's going in, but look at the damage coming out from Nemesis. The Lancer comes out. The Death Sentence doesn't quite hit, and Reckless is finally joining the fight. G2 pushing forward in the top lane, but Fnatic are fighting back. Ripple jumping in. Hillesang there as well. Look at the damage. It's Fnatic. They find the fight. G2 overstep, and Fnatic strike.
And this is the team fighting that G2 had to be careful of.
The backside of this, he doesn't have the ult, but here comes Wonder. The Baron is too much for Fnatic right now. They cannot do it. Mickey lands the hook. It's only onto Hillesang. Wonder coming in with a Hextech gunblade. Caps fighting off towards the top side. He takes down Nemesis. And now Fox is not in the best of shape. Wonder jumping onto the back line. Another hook hits. And G2 somehow in a 3v5 take down 3. And Fnatic are going to limp away. Reckless and Bwipo dismayed, devastated as G2 now turn towards the Baron.
How do they keep getting away with this? G2 pull a magnet or a rabbit out of a hat right now. They are now on the Baron, and it is Bwipo and Reckless left to defend.
Bwipo is the last stand. His ultimate is coming up, and Reckless is behind him. Reckless choosing to go back to mid lane. Will Bwipo even attempt to steal?
You've got to go for it. You've got to go for it right here. Here comes the call of Forge God. But there's 2,000 HP left on the Baron. G2 waited out, and G2 secure it. 22 minutes in. They are 8. Spear of Sojourn, Black Cleaver complete on Caps, Ludens, Banshees on Perks, alongside a blasting wand, and now the fight starts in the top lane as Caps tries to slice and dice away, but Fnatic are looking for their fallen teammate. Caps falls to Dominus, but he will fall. G2 pushing in the bottom wave though, and that will be the deciding moment as Fnatic edge on him. Bissell Mask as well on Bwipo as the fight begins once again. It was Hillesang who was hooked. Ragnarok was popped by Jankos. The hook misses onto Nemesis, and Fnatic 5 members strong defending this mid lane.
Here comes the engage once again from Whippo.
All of the Forge God onto the lantern here.
They got him!
With the flash double torn. They've got him! Fnatic strike! They find 2! And now G2 in a 3v5. They've done this once already this game. They're looking for the fight. Hillesan coming in from the side, doesn't land the taunt. The rest of Fnatic not quite here with the team, and G2 we're tingling as he finds Jankos in the pit by himself. The Stand United coming out. There's no fight on the top side. It's only having in the dog. And Whippo steals away the Infernal Dragon. Next up, we'll see if Jankos falls as he gets out of the GA. You can see the fight continuing as Jankos flashes away. Now Whippo going in, the teleport coming out as well, and Hillesan dodges across the wall. TP in by Fnatic, who runs already on the spree. Whippo takes down Jankos, and look at that, Nemesis is falling at the start of the fight. It's all on Reckless. He's the only damage source left for Fnatic. The G2 stun him up. They lock him down. He goes into the Featherstorm. Whippo trying to do what he can on the front line of this, but he will fall as well. 3 for 1 in favor of G2.
And they don't have Yanko, so it
Means that the engage from Whippo wasn't there. Nemesis TP'd into an unfavorable fight, and all G2 are going to do is break into the base and secure their first inhibitor of the game.
They're going to devastate the base of Fnatic here. They'll take one inhib in mid. They'll take the inhib tower.
watch this.
Fnatic need to get back and defend because now their second inhibitor is the target of G2's gaze. Perks going forward, Nemesis tries to get onto him, but he's
dead!
him! The unleashed power! The force of Perks straight onto the face of Nemesis, and now G2 with 2.
Look to risk a steal. Perks is hanging outside the pit. He's performing zone control. Fnatic will not take the gamble. This will be Baron for G2 Esports.
30.
Again, Whippo uses the ultimate. There's no follow-up. It's a huge cooldown missing. G2 are waiting for their moment. It is one last push.
Nemesis chunked out by Wonder down towards the bottom side of the fight, but G2 just care about this inhibitor tower. Wonder pushing in the wave, the super minions on their way. You can see the stun lands
He's in!
Hillesan, the unleashed power from Perks, but Broxer goes in. Perks goes golden right at the right moment, and now Captain's jumping from his backline. Nemesis is down. It's all on Reckless. The G2 have found the fight. They found the kills. They have found their moment. Fnatic are unable to defend, and G2 with 5 players are going to look to close out this game.
Here comes the teleports.
Yeah, Caps is looking to base. The TP is coming in. They're looking to take everything away from the base of Fnatic. They still have the Baron buff. Fnatic did what they could to hold the line, but this is going to be it.
Wonder stunned up, but he is able to survive, and now the Nexus Tower is the target for G2. Fnatic needs something miraculous. They need something from the Forge God himself, but they cannot find it. G2 are pushing in. G2 are taking the Nexus Towers. Reckless gets the Stand United. Jankos almost falls, but he's going to go into the GA, and now Caps is focusing the Nexus down towards the bottom side. Hillesan trying to fight as much as he can, but the Nexus is the target, and G2, they take it. They prove with the whole world watching, they are the best team in the world, and G2 are your champions.
It was all in the Reckless basket. You saw that Fnatic composition, and it works. By changing the game, by breaking the meta, he is now the most decorated European player of all time. Your villain becomes your champion. He brought you MSI. He now looks to bring you Worlds as the #1 seed.
And you can see the heartbreak on Reckless's face. Once again, he was 1 game away from taking down G2. 1 game away from becoming LEC champion once again. But in the final game, Fnatic could not pull through. They could not manage it. They fought damn hard. They made G2 work.